After the concert we were so tired, so we barely got any breakfast before we had to check out of the hotel. Nice breakfast, even chia pudding and a lot of different things. I really like this hotel. It's a lot for vegans and other. And also bike rental. And it's a very cozy, very old hotel. I didn't film the elevator. That was really small and old. But it worked. They have some retro, or what do I call it? Recycling art. As you see here, the rolls with the newspaper and here as well. We decided to walk to the bus again. We have done that before in the early morning. You can see it in our previous video. And this is the road to Tivoli. We go straight across the street and it was a lot of food, small restaurants. It was snowing. It has a lot of vegan and different kind of food. In Denmark they are bicycling and they have these special wagons on their bikes and they put their kids in front, as you see here. It's so cool. And this snow, it's not so common, so they bicycle all year around and it's quite flat. But when we were here in 2019 we found the steepest hill they had, and we lived also higher up, so there is some up and down, but not so much. Mostly it's flat. Here is an old, I think it's slaughterhouse that had a lot of restaurants. These special buildings you can see close to the bus station, so they are easy to recognize. And also the train station is in the end of this rails here. It's Dybbølsbro, that is Dybbøls Bridge. And you find IKEA, you find the bus station, and they have 7-Eleven with a lot of nice food, much different food, chia pudding and salads with pasta, and even this thing, the 3-pointing thing I found in Korea, and chopped fruit and a lot of different drinks, even some sandwiches that are more fresh here. So ciabatta and focaccia, and this is Danish water. And this time we took another bus. Now we take V, or bus for you.
Då hälsar jag er varmt välkomna till Bus for you. Jag heter Margareta och kommer vara er chaufför till Göteborg idag. I Göteborg kommer min kollega att fortsätta resan mot Oslo. Lite information. Vi har fri wifi. Ni kan ladda er utrustning i uttag nedanför ert säte eller vid sidan av ert säte. Om ni sitter på en singelplats. Welcome to Bus for you. My name is Margareta and I will be your driver to Gothenburg today. In Gothenburg, my colleague will proceed the trip with this bus to Oslo. Some information about the bus and the safety on board. We have free Wi-Fi. You can charge your equipment on the side of your seat or below your seat.
We were so impressed by the size of the seats. It was only 3 seats beside each other, so it was much wider. And the information was so much better. The Flixbus was, we didn't know anything before we were at the station. And yeah, I had to speed up the film a bit because it was a long journey. I'll just take it slow, very close to the arena, because I want to show where the area of the arena is. But it's a bit boring when it's this weather, especially when it's so flat. Bella Center, it's over there. The arena is, I don't know if you can see it. It should be like behind those buildings, I think. You see it? You saw it? Ah, so maybe I filmed it without seeing it. It's over there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, because that's the subway going over there. So we are heading towards the bridge from Denmark to Sweden. Usually you can see a lot of windmills and everything, but now it's so foggy. So we are going across the bridge, a long bridge, but I had to cut it and speed it up. But now it's actually a bridge from Denmark to Sweden. It's not good to drive by yourself because that costs the same amount of money as the bus ticket from Oslo. We were stopped by the toll and they had to check our passport. So, and also a Polish car was stopped, as you see. Some of the passengers had to show their luggage. Here you see I can even put my legs up. We come to Malmö first, and I speed it up just double this time, so you see a little bit of Malmö. The weather is so sad, we call it. Sad weather. It's grey. But Malmö is, I think, the third city in Sweden. And the lady on the bus, she talked Swedish. So it's quite nice town and a lot of old buildings as well. They have a special dialect in Malmö. It sounds a bit Danish, but it's a very distinct special dialect. So, but the landscape around is flat as in Denmark, and for me that's very boring. I like a bit more up and down and more mountains, I think. But when you come further up in Sweden it's better, but it's getting dark when we come to Gothenburg.
Då är vi strax framme vid Norra Vallgatan. Norra Vallgatan, Malmö. Och därefter Göteborg.
For miles and miles there are these flat landscapes, so I just filmed this old windmill, which are nice to see, otherwise it's not so much to see. It's quite boring, but here we come to the next town, which I think is Halmstad. So I've never been there, not been in Malmö either, but there are some very nice buildings here, so maybe I will try, especially this castle or thing. I don't know what it is. So maybe when I drive to Denmark or Sweden another time I will stop in this town. It was quite nice, especially this one. So I tried to sleep, but it's not so easy. But we got some sleep and we did some video editing, but we were I was really like a post-traumatic feel after the concert. And when it got dark, we finally got to Gothenburg. This town I lived in many years ago when I went to the ballet academy in Gothenburg. and I speak Swedish because of that. And I love it. Gothenburg is a beautiful city. And here you come into the central station, and the bus station in the end. Central station of the trains. So the bus station is very close to it. After that, it's not so much to see, so we were driving through Sweden and up to Norway and finally Oslo. And you can see some glimpse of the sea to the left here and the lights. Oslo is a harbor city. And we're going over the bridge, over the train station to the bus station very soon. So we are going to our family to sleep over here. It's a bus terminal, it's called. And here is also a bus terminal. Try to speed it up a little bit. Maybe I could come to this venue, Oslo Spectrum. It's too small, maybe. We go over the bridge and into the central station for the train, and then down to the subway. We found 7-Eleven in the train station as well, by the subway, and they have something to eat like sausages and pizza and some bakery things and sandwiches. After that, we had to find our way to the right subway. We go eastbound to our family, and I had to go up a steep hill in the end, and I was very tired, looking forward to go to bed. So luckily we are waking up to this nice weather in Oslo, and that's nice because we're going to drive home, and we're going to drive to that mountain. We actually can see it. See the white mountain in there? That's a long way. It's like a 3-hour drive. My other daughter hasn't come home from the audition yet, and that means she hasn't been kicked out. So
everyone has their own special time in life. Some people look forward to what's ahead, while others cherish the memories of what's gone by. But just like every beginning has an end, what should we dream of and hope for as these fleeting moments pass?
Some ATEEZ on high speed there. We slept over one more night, and it was nice weather the day after as well, and we're driving out of Oslo and through Sandvika. This is where we usually have a swim. So in the beginning through Drammen, this is Lier, and soon we come over the bridge of Drammen. Quite big city, very nice. And then we passed a long tunnel, and after the tunnel we get to a river. The river we saw is following it for a while. That's why I speeded up again. It's a bit different from Denmark and south of Sweden. More hills and soon mountains. And we come to Kongsberg. It's a very nice town. It is the King's mountain, and they have a silver mine. And finally I got my daughter to film the waterfall. It's a beautiful waterfall and fascinating. time I passed it. And it's still nice. I really recommend you to go to Kongsberg if you come, and of course to our town. I skipped the parts that I filmed on the way to Oslo, so I remember what I didn't film and took this in this video. So the next, here you see the waterfall. Next is Oslo-Rjukan with a fantastic view. Many tourist stops there, and we stopped there this day as well, because I never get tired of this view. And you can never film what you see with your eyes. That's so sad. But we actually see the mountain that we saw from Oslo, from here, from another angle. There, see the white mountain. And here I am zooming into it. You see, this is the mountain we are going to. Now we heard the ATEEZ CD too many times, so it's a bit NCT Dream here in the end. Sorry about that. But now we see the beautiful view of the lake. It was better weather, and the white thing in behind there, it's a big mountain actually. And finally, in the end of the lake, we are getting into the sun, and soon we'll see the mountain, and to the right of the mountain is the town that we live in, and we're finally home. So we are going home to a winter holiday and hope we get some nice time, and hope this weather is staying for a few days, but I think it should be raining and getting warmer. I hate it, because you see the snow is what makes this town special in the winter. That's why a lot of tourists come here. So, see you another time. Hope you enjoyed the video.